Darren, got a little win streak going together right now. I mean, I just got to imagine that feels a heck of a lot better than the setbacks. What's the feeling like right now for you?
Yeah, I mean, definitely confidence is a lot higher now than it was, right? Like if you're on like a losing streak like I was, you start doubting yourself. Confidence was a little shook up, but now I feel like okay, I'm doing the right things again. I had to go back to the drawing boards a few times, but I think I kind of figured it out, and I'm fighting the best I can right now.
I was going to ask you, I mean, is there anything that you can point to, like, man, this is what it was, and we changed it? Or is it just, I mean, this is just a fight game, right? Things happen sometimes.
Yeah, it's a fight game. I feel like I'm getting older in age. I had to learn a little bit differently now. Before when I was younger, I could depend a little bit more on my athleticism and my strength and all that. I'm a little bit slower. I still feel like I'm fast, but I gotta use my brain a little bit more. Focus on my footwork, fight strategy instead of just coming forward all the time and trying to just fight. Use my strategies a little bit better and know what I'm good at and sticking to it.
Nice. This matchup with Cub, I wondered, is it one that maybe excited you a little bit more than maybe some others? I mean, obviously a guy, you guys have been around for a long time. So when that's the name, was it one that excited you?
Yeah, it was. This is a fight that probably could have happened a few times. We've both been top 10 for a long time. We've both been in the fight game for over a decade. So we both had exciting fights. So it's somebody who I've always wanted to fight. I always thought I would fight. I didn't think I'd be fighting him this late in my career, but I'm excited about this fight. We both bring it. We both put on exciting fights, and it should be like one of those Fight Night type of fights.
Yeah. I wonder because, anytime you fight, it's like the mixed martial arts community is like, oh, it's a Darren Elkins fight. You know what a Darren Elkins fight is. It's going to be like, are you proud of that? Or do you ever think like, damn, I wish I wasn't involved in fights like that sometimes. I wish it wasn't going to be a Darren Elkins fight.
It's one of those things like I wish it wouldn't happen like that, but like I was going back to what I was saying is I have to stick what I'm good at. When it's a dogfight, a battle of wills, who's gonna be tougher mentally? That's my game. Bleeding when I'm bleeding all over and I'm still moving forward, and the guys still trying to figure out ways to finish me. That's what I'm in the fight. When I get past the first round, maybe I had some danger, almost got finished a couple times. Second round coming up, I'm warming up now.
When you're game planning, do you think about that like I know I can rely on my toughness? I mean, do you ever think, hey, yeah, he's probably got some tough shots, but I can survive that?
Yeah, part of it is, it's maybe not a strategy that most people can do, but I would like to say I'm not the most athletic person. Like, I'm pretty athletic, but there's definitely a lot of fighters in this division more athletic than me, a lot more explosive than me. So, but I know what I'm good at. I'm durable. I can take the punishment if I have to, which I have, and my cardio is unbelievable. My cardio is a weapon, so I used it. I use that as my advantage.
Cub said that he would be disappointed if he didn't make you bleed a little. And I told him, I said, I think Darren would probably be disappointed if he didn't bleed a little bit. Was I right?
I'm pretty sure when we walk out there, he looks across from their cage, I'm going to start bleeding. So I'm pretty sure he doesn't have to worry about it. Just I hope he doesn't look at me too hard because I am going to be bleeding, I'm sure. Maybe the walk over or something like that. But it doesn't take much. I mean, I'm over it. Like, it used to be like, I'd start bleeding and it'd bother me a little bit more. I'm like, I'm just going to give into it. That way it doesn't mentally, physically, or mentally bother me at all. I'm going to be bleeding. It's going to be a little bit harder for me to see the most, but I'm used to it now. I've done this a million times.
That's awesome. Last thing for me, I mean, obviously you want to win every fight you have, but I mean, is the result here important, or is it more like, man, you guys are two veterans of the game, and if you can go out there and put on an epic type show for people, is that enough for you?
No, I like putting the pressure on myself. I mean, I'm going out here to win. I think I have to have that mentality. It's a mentality I've always had. Sometimes I haven't won, but you got to have that mentality, right? If you come out here just to put on a fight, just to put on a fun fight, then you're probably going to lose. You're already mentally telling yourself it's okay to lose. So I'm not going to mentally put myself through that. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to win this fight. Do I think it's going to be an entertaining fight? Yeah, I'm probably going to be bleeding everywhere. We're probably both going to be freaking exhausted, and it's going to be a great fight to watch, but I'm coming out with a W.
Hey, Darren. Team Alpha Male has had a quietly very, very good year. I just wanted your thoughts on how the team has kind of rebounded and had a really good year.
Yeah, I feel like the strategy. We've always, we've maybe a little bit ups and downs, but I feel like this year we've had a really solid year. The coaching staff's really connected more than I think before. We all on the same page. We've the facility that we're at now, we have everything we need, right? We got strength and conditioning right there. We got jiu-jitsu, boxing, Muay Thai, wrestling. We got everything right there at one place. But most people can't say, right? Most people have to go to multiple gyms to get what we have. So that's a huge benefit. One of the reasons I came to Alpha Male in the beginning, because let's face it, when you're traveling for hours to go to each one, there's no recovery time. So it's less travel, more time to recover, more time to train. And I feel like everything's just coming together as that way.
Thank you.
Yep, no problem.